Yo, what's up everyone? It's me, back again. Yes, I know you love me, okay? Today is a different type of video. It's just gonna be me talking about life, basically. It is a lot of waffle, I'll be completely honest. It's about like half an hour of waffle, but I'm gonna leave it completely unedited, right? Completely unedited for you, man, okay? Just to make the talk feel more real, you know? Like I said, a lot of waffle, but I really do hope you guys enjoy and relate. But yeah, grab some popcorn and just listen, man. Another quick disclaimer. Sorry, I know you want to watch the video because I'm amazing, but I've done auto captions for this video because I'm lazy and can't be asked to edit. So if anything isn't worded right, that's why. Obviously, I've only recently just turned 17, but you know, there's still a lot of like regret in my life. There's a lot of things that I regret, you know. I could sit here and pretend that I regret not behaving in school. I regret, you know, not actually listening. But the thing is, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't think anybody wants to work a 9 to 5, you know. I think every kid's mindset, really, a lot of kids, I guess, a lot of kids' mindsets are just to get rich, you know. You know, you got these kids. When you're little, you watch all these YouTubers, you know, and you see, you know, they've got plenty of money. They got money for days, and you sit and think, I want to do this exact same thing. I want to become a YouTuber, and I want to be rich. But it's never just as easy as, oh yeah, I want to get rich. You just get, you know, you just start posting YouTube videos, and boom, you know, you're famous and rich. Some people, yeah, you know, you get lucky. You get lucky. It's not getting lucky, you know. But some people generally, you get one funny clip and boom, you know. It is luck. But then you got the people that grind, you know, grind their asses off for this shit. You know, like that's what I want to do. I want it to work out, you know. Sorry, I'm just stutter so much in this video. Please forgive me. But yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah. I mean, I want to do that I want to do this shit, man. You know, fuck. Nah, I need to stop. Oh, wait. Okay, let me take a breather, like. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so, I want to do this, man. You know, I want to become a YouTuber. And I do want to get rich. You know, you get these people that say, it's not about the money. It isn't about the money, yeah? I want to make videos to inspire people and build a community. But I want to get rich. So if I can do both at the same time, then why can't I? You know? So I mean, like, I've got autism and ADHD, which does affect my life. I wouldn't say a lot. I'm not really sure. You know, I'm me. I'm not a normal person, so I guess I wouldn't know. You know, so to me, I'm normal. You know, and to anyone out there who feels like they're different, don't, because to yourself, you're normal, you're fine. And if you don't want to even say you're normal, you know, no one's normal, no one's perfect. So never put yourself down because you're different. You know, being different is such a good thing, and some people don't realize that, and some people hate themselves, or some people get bullied because they're different. But I think being different, I personally think, obviously I guess, you know, my opinion doesn't matter, you don't know me. I think different is beautiful, you know. Yeah. I'm not just saying that because I am different, but a lot of people struggle. Some people have it easy, and some people, you know, like, you don't know what's happening behind closed doors, you know. A lot of people are struggling more than you think. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like I said, nobody wants to work a 9 to 5, you know. Nobody wants to work all day life. I mean, people can, you know, work a job 9 to 5 for a bit, but you know, obviously I'm gonna look for a job soon personally because I want to start making money. I have a girlfriend. She's gonna be getting a flat, and I'm gonna move in with her. Obviously, I'm not 18 yet, but I'm allowed to go move out at 17. and you know, I want to get a job. So obviously my girlfriend isn't the only one paying. I mean, I want to get a job and learn some discipline and, you know, learn some valuable life skills. But like I said, I don't want to work for the rest of my life. You know, it's depressing. It's really depressing. I've never want to do that. Like, it's simple as saying I want to get rich. Simple as that. And I will. No matter whether it's YouTube or I find something else. I genuinely believe in myself to figure out a way and get rich. But it's obviously it's easier said than done, you know. It's easy for me to sit here and say I'm gonna get rich, but never actually act upon my words, you know. But it's just, yeah. Sorry, I don't really know what to say, but yeah. And people say money doesn't buy happiness. To me, I think that's complete bullshit. I'm gonna be real, yeah. Obviously, you know, family. You know, family's family. Of course, yeah. As long as you've got family, you don't need money. But you know, what about the people that don't have family or whatever? That doesn't really make sense. Just forget what I said. But I personally think money does buy happiness. If I carried on struggled with money for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be happy. You know, because you need money to survive in this world. And yes, you can have money and survive, but who wants to just survive? You want to be able to live happy, spend money on stupid things, you know? Just whatever makes you happy. You want to be able to spend your own money and go out and have fun, go on holidays, explore the world, you know? But you can't do that without money. That's what I want to do. I want to explore the world. I want to make money. I want to explore other countries, and you know, there's so much for people to see, and it's depressing to hear that not everyone gets to see these things. You know, you see all these YouTubers that post like holiday videos, and obviously as a kid I used to sit there and think, you know, why doesn't my family go on holiday? Obviously my family, we're broke, okay? I'm gonna just say it how it is. You know, we survive, and that's what we need, you know? It's not that we're completely broke, but especially my mum, she struggles, and so I mean, if I got a job, I'll definitely pay her, whether I'm living with my girlfriend or not. I'd still give her money, because you know, so she can live. Obviously, she, like I said, she lives, but I'd still help her out no matter what, because she's my mum, you know, and no matter how many things she struggles with, you know, she still does it, you know. But yeah, what was I saying? I just feel bad. Obviously, you know, I've never left the country yet. You know, I will. I'm going. That's what I mean. My mindset is I'm going to get rich, and I'm going to explore the whole world. That's what I mean. I want to go to every country. I feel bad for the people that have never ever left the country in their life. You know. I feel like everybody deserves to see the world. There's so many wonderful things to see and do, you know. Obviously I live in the UK, I live in a tiny little town, you know. It's boring, it's so boring. I do nothing all week. I failed my GCSEs, and obviously, yes, I'm now doing tutoring. Obviously I was doing tutoring before, so I'm probably butchering that word, but obviously I didn't behave in school, so by year 11 I finally got taken out of school and was homeschooled, and obviously I failed my exams, and now I'm carry on with my tutoring. I still do maths and English, but you know, I don't enjoy it, you know, being honest. I don't think, not a lot of people enjoy school, you know. But you know, like I was saying, yeah, sorry. I do nothing all week. Monday, I do an hour of math. Tuesday, I do an hour of life skill. Obviously, I enjoy my Tuesday because, you know, she's a nice woman. You know, I actually really enjoy talking to my life skill tutor or whatever you would call it. Wednesday, English teacher, 1 hour. You know, that's all I do all week. Other than them 3 hours, oh, obviously Tuesday I do 2 hours, sorry. Other than 4 hours a week, I have nothing else to do with my week, you know. I had anxiety for about 3 months, right? And I could not leave my house. I genuinely could not leave my house. And it's a lot of people that it's a problem that a lot of people actually do struggle with, you know, not being able to leave. Obviously now I can go back outside. I recently got a moped for Christmas for my birthday present. Because my birthday and Christmas are only 10 days apart. So yeah, I got a moped, and as soon as I got my moped, I went out, you know. And it's all mind games. So some people it's real, but realistically in my head, anxiety is just mind games. I still get it, don't get me wrong, but it's all in your head. If you let it overtake you, if that makes sense, like, if you let it outgrow you, I don't know the word. If you let it overtake you, then it's just gonna get worse, you know. But if you don't push past whilst you can, then it's just gonna get worse, you know. I remember my friend went through it, yeah, and he told me, because I told him I started getting a little bit anxiety, yeah, and he was like, bro, push past it, man, because if you don't push past it now, it's only gonna get worse. He was right. He was so right. I should have listened. I thought, no, I'll be alright, you know. It's probably just a little scare one day. No, for 3 months straight, 3 to 4 months straight, I couldn't leave my house. I had a job, and I couldn't leave the house to go to my job, so I had to quit. And I didn't even go there and quit myself. My mum took me up and was like, oh, just go in, see how you do. I was like, Mum, I can't. I could have, you know. I wish I did push myself and go, you know. I'd probably still have my job now. But I was like, Mum, I can't. She went in there and she quit. She quit for me, you know. You know how embarrassing that is, and you know I couldn't even go into a job and quit myself. But it's crazy, you know. But I'm so happy now. I got that moped, and it's more of a something to rely on, you know. If I go out and I start experiencing anxiety, I could just go home, you know. I could just ride home. Which obviously, like, I haven't had any anxiety since. Obviously I've had little bits, but I just push past because that's what I've got to. That's what we've got to do, man. It's what you got to do in life. You just anything that scares you, just gotta push past it. Whether I know it can be hard, but it's just the way things go. You know, just obviously a lot of people out there struggle with it, and I feel so bad. Obviously, like I said, 3 months I was the same. But there's some people that have been longer than 3 months, more like 3 years, you know. And I feel bad for them people because they don't. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I just feel bad that these people didn't get to experience. Sorry, I feel bad that these people can't go outside, you know. But it's all mind games, and obviously I may sound like an absolute big dickhead right now. There may be some person out there that's like, it's not all mind games. But to me, personally, I think it is. Because the reason I stayed in my house for 3 months is because I let it. I let anxiety overcome me, and made myself too scared to leave. And I feel like a lot of people need to learn how to actually push themselves, you know, get out there and do things in life that make you happy, you know. It's your life, man. You only live once, and do you really want to spend this one life that you have stuck inside, too scared, you know, too scared to even speak up, you know? Obviously, I don't speak up about my feelings, but I've got to learn how to You know, I can't spend the rest of my life too scared to leave the house. Obviously, like I said, I'm alright now, but I don't want to spend my life too scared to go outside and do things. What the hell? There's raptors in the floor. Okay, but just push yourself, people, man. It may be uncomfortable and you may not like it, but there's gonna be a lot of things in life that you're not gonna like, and it's the honest truth. You just gotta get things over with, you know. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but it's just people. Just, yeah, I guess just push yourself. So I'm just trying to think of another topic to talk about. But yeah, like I was saying about regret, there's gonna be so many things in life that you will regret. You know, you're gonna regret so many things, and there'll be nothing you can do about it. That's what I mean. You don't obviously, you know. But then think about the things that you regret, the bad things, yeah. But then there's so much good things to life. You know, you should stop wasting time regretting and feeling upset about things that you did or haven't done. You know, put that into a new mindset or something. You know, and think, oh, all these things that I haven't done, and all these things that I have done that are bad. Try and turn it into something more positive, where you know you can do something good from it. You know, you may have done bad to someone. You know, let's be real. You may have bullied someone. I haven't bullied anyone before, but you know, you may have bullied someone. You may have upset someone's feelings, and you regret it, and you probably hurt relationships, and you know you don't talk to that person anymore. But you've just got to push past. And there's nothing you can do. If you can do something, then you're fine. But honestly, if you're real problem and you can't do anything about it, okay, here, Sorry, I know I'm waffling. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about and get real deep. Right, listen to this. It's been overused many times, but if you can change something in the past, then change it. If it makes you happy, then change it. But if something's happened that you can't change, why are you worrying? You know, why are you still so worked up on something that you can't change? You know, just you've got to learn how to move past and push past things and deal with it. Really, obviously. Let's say a relative died. I don't mean, obviously that's happened in the past. And you can't change it. I know. I don't mean just, yeah, oh, they're dead. Who cares? You know, I don't mean that. I mean, you know, stop. Obviously, it's okay to be upset about that particularly, you know, but do not let it overcome your life. You know, that person that you miss wouldn't want you to mourn them. Obviously, no, that sounded wrong. Obviously, mourn them. They wouldn't want you to spend the rest of your life mourning them. You know, they would want you to do something with your life, and you know they would want to watch you become a better person and learn things. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if that sounded rude. That is not how I meant it at all. But for the people, obviously, nothing to do with death. Just things you've done in the past or didn't do in the past that you regret. If you can't change that, stop worrying, you know, just let it be. You can't do nothing about it, then why are you so worried? And if you can do something about it, again, why are you so worried? Do something about it. Be a better person, do the right thing, you know. I just feel like life is way too short, and that's such a big thing to me personally. I think of it all the time. Life is way too short to be thinking about things you haven't done or didn't do, you know, and just stop. I've literally arguments with my family constantly over stupid little things, but now I'm starting to pick it out, and I say to them, I'm like, Really? This didn't have to be an argument. Life is too short to sit here and argue over not cleaning the kitchen, you know? You know, not cleaning the kitchen is not a big thing. It doesn't affect your life that much, you know? Just stop letting such little things ruin your life and make you miserable and depressed, because no one wants to live a miserable and depressed life, you know? So I know I'm just running around in the game, it's just I'm just talking, so I'll take the Rex out. I haven't actually rode this yet. But just stop worrying in life, you know? There's so much more to life than arguments, and you know? Like I said, the world is such a beautiful thing, and it's true that everyone's destroying it day by day, and you know, and the thing is, there is stuff we can do to stop damaging this planet, but not a lot of people will bother, you know. Obviously I'm not saying I'm a perfect person or anything, but you know, there's a lot of things that people can do better for this planet and themselves, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to this. This is literally the one thing that I'll forever live by. Life is too short. Think of it, I'm 17, yeah? I've lived on this planet for 17 years already. If I told you to sit and wait 17 years, you'd be like, what? That is forever. That's what I mean. My life has been forever already, you know? It's crazy how long I've been alive for so long, and let's just round my age up to 20. The average lifespan is 80. I can only live what I've lived another 3 times, you know? And it's crazy, and I really want to make the best out of what I can. I don't want to work for the rest of my life. Like my dad, obviously I love my dad, but he's like 50 something, yeah, and he still works his ass off every day of the week, and I feel so bad, you know, because I feel like he deserves to be living his life, you know. This is his first time living too. It's not as if, think of it guys, your parents haven't lived before, they've just lived longer. That's what I mean. I just feel bad because he's sitting there working his ass off every day, and you know, I don't feel like, you know, he could be out exploring the world, you know, having fun, but yet he works every day, and you know, it's hard because he works away as well, so I won't see him for months and months. Obviously it's a lot better now, actually. I do see him quite like every weekend or every 2 weeks, but before it used to be every month because he's always busy working. There's nothing he can do about it, it's not his fault, but he works, you know. And I just feel bad because at that age, personally at that age, I want to be living perfectly comfortably in a mansion or something, you know. And I just, yeah, it's heartbreaking that some people work until they die, you know, and some people don't actually get to see the wonders of the world, and you know, and people that get addicted to drugs and vapes, you know, it's sad because they use that to cope. Like I vaped for 3 years, and I smoked weed every now and then. Obviously I'm not going to sit here and say I was addicted to weed because I wasn't, you know. I just smoked for fun. That's what you do when you're a kid, I guess. And obviously I used to smoke cigarettes quite a lot, then I stopped that, but then I vaped for literally like 3 years straight, and I'm like I think I quit in September last 2025, so a good 4 months now I've been quit, and I'm so proud of myself that I've actually managed to quit, you know, because it's bad for you, you know. Anything, they say anything that's is fun is bad for you, but you know, I feel bad for these people that have to use drugs to cope in life and get addicted, because it's not a good thing, and it's a temporary fix, you know. Drugs won't make you happy forever, and I feel bad for the people that get not dragged into it, but that I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. Ignore me now. I just feel bad for the people that don't get to experience life to the fullest. I'm probably waffling the same exact shit, you know, but it's true. Everything I say is true, and I really do hope that everybody can actually listen today. And you know, I hope this gives a deeper. I hope this video makes you think a bit deeper about your choices and how you live life. You know, just literally, like I said, life is too short, man. I really hope that every single one of you really does take that into consideration and starts living a bit differently, you know. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, you know, you gotta be a perfect person and become absolutely rich, you know, because you can live life comfortably without rich. That's what I mean. I don't really care about being completely rich. I would love to be rich. I'm not gonna sit here and say no, I don't want to be. I would love to be rich. I would love to be going by sports cars, blah blah blah, whatever, you know. But I would also be super happy with just a comfortable life, comfortable money, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up now. But the thing is, just remember, life is way too short. I don't care how many times I'm gonna say that. Listen to me. Life is way too short. Live life to the fullest, everyone. Please. For me, obviously, like, you don't know me, so not for me. Do it for yourselves. Do it for people that you want to be the better version of yourself for, you know. Just be that better person. Live life to the fullest. Life is too short. Goodbye. Peace.